Chuck DeVore, Vice President of the Texas Public Policy Foundation. Chuck, we wouldn't usually get into this kind of a arcana with confirmation of vice chair of anything, but this one strikes me as very important to defeat. Explain.
It's hugely important to defeat because the vice chair for supervision of banks has an enormous amount of power. You have to understand that the Federal Reserve has trillions and trillions of dollars under its control, and it can tell banks what to do. And what this nominee has proposed to do, Laura, is to end the oil and gas industry at a time when Americans are suffering from the highest inflation we've seen in 40 years. And if she follows through with her threats, she's going to starve the oil and gas industry, the domestic American energy industry, of the cash it needs to supply plentiful and affordable oil and gas energy to Americans. It's going to put Americans out of work. It's going to increase our expenses. It's going to make it more expensive to fill up your car and to keep your house warm. There's another huge issue, though, too, Laura, and that was brought out by Senator Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania, who pointed out that she is proposing to use the awesome power of regulatory rules of unelected bureaucrats to do things that the Congress hasn't even wanted to do itself. So taking under herself the sort of power that the members of the House and the Senate don't even want to take on themselves. And lastly, big issue here as well. She promised the senators that her past statements, that she wouldn't really follow through on those. But I don't think we can trust her at all. You pointed out the sweet deal, $1.5 million that she got for 3 years of work with this financial technology company.
You can't trust her, Chuck. And John Tester's constituents in Montana, Mark Kelly's in Arizona, if you're watching this, you've got to urge your so-called Democrat senators, Manchin and all the rest of them, to vote no on Raskin. This is a nightmare nomination, and it should be pulled. Chuck, thank you.